Hey guys, my name's Michael. I am the founder and creator of the website Natural Height Growth at naturalheightgrowth.com. And I want to make my website the number one resource in the entire internet space to become the best resource you can find on how to grow taller. And there is no gimmicks, there's no scams. I am not advertising anything or I'm not selling anything. And I'm not gonna promote anything that's not going to work. And this video I created was because I felt that at least I wanted to reach another channel. I was listening to this podcast by this other guy, and he says if you want to get your message out further than, let's say, the traditional social media ways like Facebook and Twitter, which I have right here. I got Facebook account for Natural Height Growth. I got the Twitter account. You should also get YouTube and do some podcasting. So that's what I started to do. So I've already started doing some podcasts. Yeah, as you can see, this is my website, and I'm gonna under my podcast. I actually have been starting to do some podcasting. I mean, it's on iTunes right now. I have 4 episodes loaded. Most of it is just me talking and talking about my views and my like I have a manifesto and my ideas, but I also have sometimes I have guests on like Tyler from HikeQuest.com. So this is a real source. I mean, I take this endeavor extremely seriously. I mean, when I have this section on the website called the library. If you go into the library, you can see that I record everything. There are books. Okay, this section is for books. This section is for the technical books, which is more of the serious stuff, which stuff you would find in med schools. And then you have ebook downloads. These are all just products and books you find online, which I would say most of them are just scams, but I've managed to find a lot of them and keep them here. All you have to do to download is just left click, and that's it. You get the PDF file immediately. And I have audio and MP3 downloads. And this section is for patents, because one great source we can use to do the research is look in the patents section about it, because Google actually has this section called Google Patents where you can do search for ideas that's been proposed. And the big section for the library is the growth plates. The growth plates scientific articles, journal publishings, papers. I have a very long library of this stuff. And a lot of it is just for research, for reading, if you want to help along with the cause. And you have a lot of other articles for growth plates, cartilage, chondrocytes, mesenchymal stem cell articles. All of these stuff is critical to learn on how to do this. And like I said before, I'm taking this thing really, really seriously. And so if you go to YouTube, this is YouTube, and you type in the word, let's say, how do I grow taller, which is an extremely common phrase people type into Google, the number one video that pops up in YouTube is this person who claims right here that says that you can grow taller 2 to 4 inches in 8 weeks, and she gets about 1 million views. And you get also other people like Lance Ward. He's a grow taller guru. He gets 500,000 views, and these guys, and honestly, I'd say they don't give the best advice. I mean, yeah, what I'm doing right now is part marketing my website and saying, come to my website, read my stuff, because I honestly do believe my stuff is the best, the most honest tips and strategies and ideas that you would find anywhere. And yeah, so that's that. And so the next resource I want to talk about is that I have this section called resources up on top, and this is where I keep a lot of the more important information. I break it down into subsections. You have the message boards and the forums, which there's really not that many on the internet. There's some legitimate ones, and there's some ones that just that haven't really been very active in a long time. The biggest one is Giant Scientific. The other one is probably Make Me Taller, and the other one is I think it would be probably this one right here, but it's in Turkish, and I can't read that. So, and you have blogs and personal sites. These are the only blogs or the personal sites that I found which are legitimate, not created by scammers who are trying to sell you something. And you have informative sites, which are, they have a good amount of content with information that I found that I could actually use. And I mean, I keep track and tabulate everything. I mean, everything that I found on the internet, I tabulate somewhere. They either go in the resources, useful sites, useless sites, or scams. You have counselors and therapists. This information is actually found from another website. It's from the Short Support website resources, and you have support groups. And this next section is for where you can, if you really want it, if you're really adamant on trying to increase your height, you can go through with the limb lengthening surgery, and you have which basically these are legitimate, real surgical and medical clinics where you can actually get your legs effectively broken and lengthened. The quite possibly the most famous and well-known limb lengthening surgeon in the U.S. may be Jor Perley. His first name is hard to pronounce. Jor Perley. You have others which are sort of big names. There's a very famous surgeon in Germany. His name is Dr. Augustin Betz, and you have a few places in India. There's places in Beijing, China, other places in Iran. So there's a long list. And the next section is shops. If you want to appear to look taller instead of actually be taller, which is a lot easier, you can go to these shops where they sell height increasing shoes, footwear like insoles or lifts. Then you have a few. Well, the section is called useful websites, where I list a few things that are not as informative as useful as resources, but they might be interesting to check out. You also have a section for naming terminology, because there are some, on this website there's actually quite a bit of scientific jargon thrown around. So if you don't understand something, you might want to come to this area right here to figure out what exactly the acronyms stands for. So conversion units and approximations, how to convert between the U.S. units of feet and inches to the rest of the world, which uses the international standard, like using millimeters and centimeters. So that's that. I have a section which is for scams, which lists all the scams, and as many scams that I found. I'm sure there's probably thousands more websites and web pages out there which are just sales levers trying to get you to buy something. But I have quite a bit found. There's also a list of scam companies, but that list was found from another website. It was the Short Support group. And there's some free stuff. There's a section for free stuff. This is actually just a repeat of a lot of the ebooks that you can find at the library. So there's everything here is free. All you have to do again is just click on the link. And this is the section which I would say most people go to. This is the supplement guide and the exercise program guide. If you are still growing, if you still got your growth plates, you can go into the supplement guide. And well, the question I get a lot in the emails up here is they ask me, so what can I take? Like what type of pills, what type of supplements I can take to grow taller? And they say, I'm 15 or 16, which means that they can still grow. And underneath here, this section that says section 1 for the people who are still growing is that this is a list of the supplements that you can take, which has been shown in my research and other people's research that it has a possible effect on helping you increase your height. There's some stuff like niacin, melatonin, hyal, hyal, hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, royal jelly, chrysin, and this other section is for the people who are finish growing, and these are a little bit more theoretical. And you have there's three that I found so far that says that yeah, they can help you grow a little bit more even after you're finished. And if you, for other people who come and ask me a lot of questions, there is a FAQ section, so which helps you answer some of the more common questions that I get.